As the world turns, the left will continue, and I mean continue, to protest and cause all kinds of problems because they do not want to take actual responsibility for their own actions.
Under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When abortion rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. What do we do? Stand up, fight back. What do we do? Stand up, fight back. Keep abortion safe and legal. Keep people right. You don't care if people die. All right is a right. You don't care if people die. All right is a right. You don't care if people die. Abort! Abort the court! Abort the court! Abort the court! Abort the court! Abort the...
So we've got ourselves left-wing protesters. We've got people going out to the residences of Supreme Court justices. We've got them actually harassing them. We've got all this crap going on here. And the United States Senate just voted to send actual security to these Chief Justices' homes. Yeah, I wonder where they got this from.
I want to tell you, Gorsuch, I want to tell you, Kavanaugh, you have released the whirlwind, and you will pay the price. You won't know what hit you if you go forward with these awful decisions.
Yes, this right here to me is more and more proof that this entire ordeal from start to finish was, of course, probably a liberal, a left-leaning leaker, probably the person who was on either Kagan or Sotomayor's staff. Now they're saying Breyer, which, by the way, is another red flag right there because they're all pro-abortion. Something tells me it was leaked, and of course, given the previous evidence, the previous behaviors out of the Democrats in the past, especially when Trump was in office, this right does not surprise me. This entire ordeal has been orchestrated by the left. Now, I got to ask the question really quick. Did they whip this up so that way they could step in and actually use law enforcement? You see, a part of me is thinking that they're not going to allow it to run roughshod the way they did in 2020. Something just tells me that they're going to try to swoop in and say, we saved you from the left wing, because like I said before many times, I think that the Democratic Party is actually trying to get rid of the far left radical base so that way they can get the independents back. By the way, of course, as I've mentioned before, they're going to screw up the screw up because this right here is what they do. The current inclination of people in office right now is what they do. But I want to talk about two things in this video. And the first thing I want to talk about is, where does this right here come from? Let me think about it. Where does it come from? Well, let me take you guys back in time really quick, okay? Because this right here is not something that, quite frankly, have not been aware of before. Because there was this president named Barack Obama who, before 2012, decided to attack the Supreme Court on the possibility of Obamacare being struck down. He basically browbeat John Roberts every day throughout 2011 and 2012, and he basically had his way to intimidate the man into submission. Of course, Roberts decided to be a pragmatist. He caved to Obama. He gave Obama the ruling that he wanted on Obamacare, saying that the individual mandate could stay through its taxing powers. Even though about 90% of the damn constitutionalists out there, constitutional attorneys, the actual people who actually understand the Articles of Confederation, were saying that this right here was not allowed, it could not be done, and that Obamacare itself was unconstitutional. We don't know if we're going to ever revisit that topic at a later date or not. But I also recall Obama encouraging the Wall Street protests. I also recall him encouraging Occupy Wall Street. By the way, all of these people out here, all these people protesting about the fact that they claim they can't get abortion when they actually can, the vast majority of these people, and I touched on the previous video, are absolutely lazy. They're people who have been manipulated. They've been manipulated by a lot of different from a lot of different places. One of those people, of course, was Obama, because they all grew up watching Obama try to manipulate the country every day with all of his lies and all of his bullshit that he would quote every day, especially from the bully pulpit. Media, of course, ran fire for him. They never actually fact-checked him. It was very, very rare. And, of course, he basically got away with it. And, of course, many of us believe Obama is actually running the country now, because we all know Joe can't be in charge. But then again, though, we'll talk about it in other videos. There's also something else, too, that kind of coincides. You see, when Barack Obama was in office, he spent about a third of that time on vacation. It's also said that he did not wake up until 9 o'clock every morning to go to work. Yeah, real lazy SOB, and he never took accountability for anything. He also blamed Bush when he came into office. He never accepted any type of responsibility or never even tried to move forward. So seeing a bunch of lazy-ass protesters who, quite frankly, can't even get laid going to Supreme Court justice homes because they had a ruling they did not like, this right here does not surprise me. Now to our boy Bill Maher. Many people out there like Tim Pool and many other content creators believe that Bill Maher is being red-pilled. I have contend that Bill Maher has not been red-pilled. I'm contending that Bill Maher is, quite frankly, just simply coping with the crap that he's pushed. By the way, Bill Maher helped push a lot of this crap too. Now, I got to ask a question before you watch this clip. Is Bill Maher really and truly that uneducated on the issues? Does he not speak to actual women? Does he not actually speak to people on the actually out there? Does he live in an echo chamber? Does he just live off the lines that HBO gives him? Is that right there what it is? Or is he really and truly, like I said, completely uneducated on the worldly issues? Let's go ahead and roll this.
About abortion. So let's do it. I don't want to do it, but it's the big issue, and we got to do it, and this is what happened. And, you know, it's interesting because until this memo was leaked and we found out that now, unless something very unforeseen happens, the Supreme Court is going to undo Roe versus Wade after 49 years, we haven't really been focusing on it. Or maybe I'm projecting. I guess I haven't been enough because I learned things this week, because this put it on the front page, that are pretty basic things that I did not know about abortion. Like in Europe, the modern countries of Europe, way more restrictive than we are, or what they're even proposing. If you are pro-choice, you would like it a lot less in Germany and Italy and France and Spain and Switzerland. Did you know that? I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
That's right, okay. I learned most people who are pro-life are women. Did not know that.
So, Bill, you mean to tell me that in your 60-some-odd years of life, your 60-some-odd years of being basically a Democrat, basically being on the left, you did not know, and you're supposed to be this smart guy, you did not know that Europe has actual restrictions on abortions, more restrictions than we do. You did not know this. This right does not surprise me, because then he turned right back around and said that most pro-lifers are women. Okay, well, Bill, if you actually talked to women, then you would know that most women inherently pro-life. They want restrictions on Roe V Wade. They want restrictions on abortion. And let me explain why. You see, when a woman gets an abortion, about 99.9% of the time, there are the few rare occasions, but about 99.9% of the time, said woman does not like to reveal that information. They go in there thinking that they're going to get an abortion. They think, okay, this is going to take care of an issue. I can go on with my life the way it is. But later on in life, it hits them. I actually killed a child. I'm not here to beat up on women, ladies. Don't condemn me. Don't cancel me. I mean, well, you can if you want to. I mean, I'm not going to change my thinking regardless. But most women don't like what they did after they did it. They want to keep it secret. They kind of hide it. They know other women who actually went and got an abortion. They know other people. They see the psychological and emotional toll that it takes on them. Bill, if you knew women or understood women, then you would actually know this. But once again, though, you've proven to us all that you have had this massive fart in your brain for close to 70 years, and that, quite frankly, you don't know shit. I mean, was the Trump derangement syndrome really and truly that bad? I mean, did it really and truly take that much out of that very, very little brain of yours? Bill, you have been pushing this nonsense for years, okay? You have helped push all this left-wing crap. You've been coping with it for a while, and you expect me to believe that you are just now finding this out. Either A, you've been lying to your audience your entire life, and now you're trying to play the whole white savior thing, like, I just woke up and just found that out. Or B, you really and truly are as big of a dumbass as I've always thought you were. Your intolerantness towards Christians, and now your intolerance towards anything on the right, and now you're just finding out that most women are actually pro-life. Bill, let me ask you another thing too, okay? I don't know if you know this or not, but do you know a lot of women who get raped, they don't like to talk about it, they keep their mouths closed, a lot of rapes go unreported? I bet you didn't know that, did you? Yeah, this really doesn't surprise me that a dumbass on HBO who's been alive for about 7 years has been pushing this stuff is just now waking up and seeing the folly of his actual ways. Guys, John Claymore here. If you like the content, hit the like button, subscribe, share the video, sign off in the comment section. I want to get you guys' thoughts, and I'll see you guys later.
Oh, thank God.
Sorry about that. Just be a second. That's a clean burning hell, I tell you what.